loves, welcome to World's Cup of Joe, Awaken Your Soul. You got Joanne and Elizabeth here. This question that we have for you guys is so good. Like, I can literally feel unity consciousness from the question. I feel union energy from the question. I want to welcome each and every one of you guys to our channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe. This is the place where we help you balance your energy so that you can be in permanent relating experiences with your twin flame if you so choose. This is a channel where we give you balanced energy, my love. So if your soul manifested this video, it means that your soul knew you're ready for the truth. So many beautiful souls are magnetizing, balancing, and feeling oneness from finding this channel, just from our free content. And not only that, but those that we've helped, they've shifted so much, and it's just so amazing to be able to help other people in their journey. Me and Elizabeth have done it all. We've gone through the dark night, we've gone through separation, push and pull, all the cray things that you experience in this crazy twin flame journey. Balanced, my love. We are now in permanent relating experiences with our twin flames. They're not running. They're in our space every day. We're living with them. They're permanently in our lives, and we are balancing daily. And we love helping every one of you guys shift in your connection so that you can do the same. So this question, love, I'm going to have you just read it because it's so good. And we're ready to get deep on it. Go ahead, love.
Here's the question. The question is, I am a practicing Catholic Christian and Jesus Christ is source for me. Do I align my soul with Jesus to achieve union?
So first, I already felt unity consciousness and how to align with source in the way it resonates for you. And so anyone who can listen to this video can align with unity consciousness to align with their soul to reach union. But, this is a big but, the question in of itself can be a leak if you're practicing it for your twin flame. So I know it's confusing, but your twin flame is you. They are your soul. You are your twin flame. So if you're doing anything for your twin flame, that will not work. The reason being is because they are you. And so you can't BS your soul. Your soul is you. Aligning with soul for the sake of aligning with soul because you love yourself, because you are experiencing amazing shifts, because you are choosing you, you're feeling better, and all of those reasons I'm listing are for you. But if they are for your twin flame, they will pull. The reason being is because you are connected energetically. Your energy, my love, goes to your person. So when they are pulling from you, when they're running from you, when they're ghosting you, it is not personal. It's simply energy showing itself through your connection. So when you are doing anything for your person, so this is why a lot of those exercises that a lot of other channels are teaching don't work, like mirror exercising or sending healing energy, those things don't work. You guys know that because we've tried that. They don't work. What does work is when you are aligning with the part of you that is one, which is your soul, and you can absolutely use source, right? For your case, Jesus, as a way to align with your soul, but it cannot be for your twin flame because you can be in soul all day, my love. We've talked about this. You can be in soul all day, but be in mind about your person. So you have to make sure you're aligning with soul, aligning with source, the way it resonates for you and only you. Otherwise, if you're doing it for your person, for the sake of getting your person, it will push. Because your energy is so potent, a little bit of what you're doing for your person will push. A lot of it of what you're doing for you will pull that energy back to you. And so it's very, very important when you're choosing to align with soul and experience this oneness with the universe, right? This unity consciousness, the oneness of unconditional love, which is what you can align to when you are aligning with Jesus, right? Because that's what resonates for you as your source. As source, when you're aligning with the unity consciousness, the unconditional love that Jesus is, that is the oneness for the sake of aligning God, Jesus, the universe, whatever resonates for you guys, align with that unconditional love because it's amazing. It's beautiful. It's peace. It's the love of God, right? Unconditional love is eternal. When I say unconditional love, it's being love. So instead of looking externally, I'm going to be with my twin flame. When I do this, I want you to go within. I'm going to align with the part of me that is one with all, the creator, source, God, the universe, Jesus. I'm going to align with the part of me that is all. Because everything that I am is already one. And that is your twin flame. But you're aligning with it for you because you are everything. And I'm feeling into unity consciousness, just saying this stuff with you guys, because it's not thoughts, right? It's not thoughts. I'm aligning with the part of me that feels one with everything. That's unity consciousness, love. And yes, that is what brings union. Yes, that is the exact recipe of bringing in your twin flame. But, you cannot do it for your person. You're aligning with that source energy, the unconditional love of source, love, soul, for you, and only you. And in that space is where you are magnetic. In that space, there's nothing that can touch your connection, my love, because in that space, you're one with all. And the closest thing you are is your twin flame. This is why when we are talking to clients, and we have these conversations a lot, we're talking to clients, they're feeling the vibration of soul, oneness with all, their source. We can feel that their person's going to call them. We can feel that their person is going to contact them. We can feel that they're going to run into their person. Where does that come from? Well, we can feel union. We can feel their energy of oneness, aligning with the part of them that is soul, source, universe. But it's genuine, it's authentic, it's real. They're aligning with that part of them that is one with all for them. And that's when you can reach union, my love, but you cannot do it for your person because it will backfire. All that inner work that you're doing isn't going to work for your person because on the other side of what you're doing for your person is on the other side of them pulling. This is that one connection where it is energetic. And sometimes, loves, the things that works behind the scenes is beyond your person. Like energy speaks for itself, right? So they don't know they gotta go. They just gotta go because your energy is going to them, away from you. Just think of your energy as a way of gauging your connection with everything, not just your person. I want you to gauge your energy from here on out. What resonates for me? What brings me peace? What brings me joy? And in that space, you're actually balancing your twin flame by choosing you in every experience, by aligning with you in every experience. And in that space, my love, it's authentic, it's genuine. You are aligning with unconditional love. What do you think, love?
The trajectory of this connection is so crazy, right? And I'm going to sort of break this down into a more like microscopic when we talk about this. So obviously you have your dark night, you have separation, and the part of the separation that is inspiring you to learn how to be one with all, right? You don't know it at the time. You just want to feel better. But what's really happening behind the scenes, like you're talking about, Joanne, is your soul is saying, wake up, and shed the part of you that no longer resonates, no longer serves you, is not you. And you're now coming to this place where you find how to love unconditionally. And you start with you start learning how to love yourself unconditionally. And by extension, you also start learning how to love your twin flame unconditionally. And back to this question, why is this so relevant to this question, is because Jesus is unconditional love. And if you, whatever faith you follow, whatever resonates with you, you still look at Jesus, and Jesus exemplifies unconditional love at its purest, rawest form. And so when you ask this question, if I align to Jesus, will I be able to be in union? If you align to unconditional love, call it whatever you want, call it God, call it source, call it soul, call it whatever you need to feel into the resonance of it, you are now getting to this place, and you're doing it with yourself and this one person, right? This, your twin flame, that is you. You're getting to this place where you're learning to love unconditionally as God loves us, as Jesus, to those who believe and follow, loved everybody. You're getting to this place where you are free of mind, and you're getting into the higher levels of purest vibrations, the vibration of unconditional love. It's so cool. But what is so crazy, and this is where I said I want to break down this crazy connection, is because once balanced, and this is where Joanne and I are at, we see this unconditional love for our people and for ourselves, and we're good, we're balanced, it comes naturally now. And so I want to share with all you guys that are listening and like, oh my God, I wish I was at that point. And I want to say you can get there. But what I also want to tell you is now what's hard for us, because this journey never ends, is trying to apply the same principle of unconditional love to everybody else. And that's where the struggles after balancing our person comes in, because our person was such a pivotal and important part of this journey, and the pain was so real and so raw and so devastating with this one person that it was like sink or swim. Find unconditional love with this person, find soul aligned to this highest version of yourself to be able to be in the space where they can come back and stay in your space. Well, nobody else has that pull on us. So we find ourselves going through life and then questioning, how can I be in the same space with everybody around me, not just my person? Because gosh, it feels so amazing to be so balanced with my person that there is no second guessing. There is no highs and lows. It is this pure being of peace, this pure, balanced, neutralized energy. And with other people, we still get triggered. We still go through the emotions. We still get into mind. And it's like, how do I attribute this same practice to everybody else? And that's where the new balancing work comes in. So this journey never ends. And that's why I want to share, like, I love this question, because ultimately for me in my journey now, if I were to say today, what is my goal in my journey now? I would say exactly what this question references. How do I get to this place where I am being, as much as possible, unconditional love, where I'm being as close to the personification of Jesus, of God, of source in all my interactions, not just with my person? Because yes, I feel like I have that down pat. I have days where I struggle, like everybody else. But for the most part, I have that down pat. Now, how do I apply the same practice to everybody else? Because I want to be at peace. And if people are still taking me out of my peace, if I'm still getting triggered by people, if I'm still getting into the highs and lows of emotions with people, then I'm not being my highest version. I'm still waffling in mind. And my goal in my own ascension is to be as close to the embodiment of unconditional love as possible. And so I love this question. I want you to, yes, you are feeling into the highest version of you. If that is Jesus for you, that's what you're feeling into. Jesus was love, unconditional love. And that's what you're trying to embody in this connection with your person. How do I interact with this person without judgment? Jesus never judged. How do I interact with this person with no preferences? Jesus had no preferences. How do I interact with this person without expectations? Jesus had no expectations. How do I get to this point with this person where I can be present? There's no past, there's no future, there just is now. And right now is enough. That is the embodiment of Jesus. That is the embodiment of soul. That is the embodiment of God. That is the embodiment of source energy. To throw out duality and see there is no good or bad, there just is, and to be able to practice that in the purest form of love, the purest form, the highest vibration that there is, and to share that and transcend that into your twin flame. And yes, that is why union in the physical will always be permanent when you can be in that place, because they will find it nowhere else except you, because nobody else is doing this deep, hard inner work that's bringing them to the levels where they can release duality and be unconditional love. You, my loves, are the purest thing they will ever meet in their lives when you are aligned to this vibration. And that's why they will never seek outside of you. It is why they will never want to not be close to you, because just to be in your presence is being in the presence of God. When you are embodying that vibration, that's what they're in the presence of. And there's nobody else in this lifetime that's going to be able to do that for them, because you are that embodiment of God for them. But more importantly, you are it for yourself. And when you feel that, you radiate it just from your essence. And that's why you see that you're starting to attract so many amazing things and people, and everyone just wants to be near you. It is a vibration that very, very few in this lifetime can get to and can radiate. And so you become this like shining star for everyone that's in your presence. It's beautiful.
Holy freaking moly, love. What the heck? You brought me in like a highest level of consciousness where I'm just like so freaking grateful, so thankful that we're awakened, we're conscious, that we have access to love, unconditional love. And it's amazing. It's amazing to be able to be free of judgment, of expectations, of preferences, and just be, right? This is that one person where you have to just be. And I was just telling Elizabeth this, my person's never jealous with me. And I have to not be jealous with him for us to be physically together, because he is the embodiment of soul, of love, of unconditional love that is of the highest scale. So if you interact with your person in any of the low scale, including desire, because that's what we think love is, desire. We think wanting, needing, grasping, seeking, chasing is love, but that's fear-based love. That is fear-based energy. Love is the isness, the oneness, the knowing. the being. That is love. Love is everything. It's everything and nothing at the same time. It's non-duality, my love. Love just is. There is no duality in soul. It's singularity. You're reaching a place of singularity where there is no duality, where it clashes. There's no good or bad. It just is. When you get to this place, the stories go away, the needs go away, and the being is what's existing. That's what it looks like when we're together. And we have a video on union for you guys. That's what it feels like when you're together, permanently together. That's what it looks like. It's not. So if you're still feeling the chasing energy, there's still more balancing to do. And when I mean balancing, it means aligning to the part of you that is neutral with your person. Because that part of you that's chasing is not soul. That's mind, my love. That's fear-based energy. And that's what sees your person separate. You're looking through your person as though they're separate from you. So when you're aligning with Christ consciousness, align with the part of you that is one with all. Everything. The beer, the watcher, the observer. We hope that you guys can feel the energy here. There's so much in this video. Please take your time to really unpack. We were talking to a beautiful soul yesterday who is so balanced, amazingly balanced, and her person is literally like chasing the heck out of her, and she's so balanced. It's amazing. It's so amazing to hear just applying the things we teach, right? We say these things because we know what happens when we push. We know what happens when we pull our energy in. But when we hear it from other beautiful souls that are saying the same thing, and when we get comments on our videos that say the same thing, it's literally energy like over and over again repeating itself, right? And it's always, of course, of course, of course, of course. Of course they're going to come in your space. Of course their person's right next to you. Of course they're going to contact you. Of course they can't be away from you. Of course they're hitting you up double over and over and over again. Of course, because you are embodying them. They are you. There is no separation between you and your soul, my love. Absolutely no separation because you are your soul. We love you guys so much. Thank you for this beautiful question. Thank you for being here with us and experiencing this unity consciousness, this oneness of your twin flame. We love you guys. Bye, loves.
Bye, love.